What is up, everyone? This is the Oklahoma Prepper, and tonight I want to talk to you guys a little bit about something y'all probably don't think I do. It has to do with hygiene, so stick around. Check this out. Alright, obviously I don't do this, but believe it or not, well, actually, when I first started, I shaved. So I was watching another prepper video. I can't think of who it was. Prepper Nurse, I believe. So shout out to you if you ever see any of my videos. So he mentioned something about I was just looking at some videos, and he mentioned something about those little cheap throwaway dollar store safety razors that, he says those are the best ones I ever had. And, he just got a little pack of like 4 or 5 of them. I don't know how many. I didn't really pay attention, because as soon as he said that, it just dawned on me that's probably one of the biggest things that I've ever done. So, before we get into this, the rest of this video is going to be a little bit of a slideshow. So, I want to explain a little bit, before we get into, all that other stuff. I want to explain to you why I'm suggesting this method. So we rarely, that's one of the last things I thought about is shaving. I've got the stuff to do it with, and I have all the gear, but it just takes a lot of time. And believe it or not, it is not expensive for me to shave when I did shave. In fact, I would probably spend about, I would say $20 a year on shave gear. Now, basically what I did, and you'll see what I'm talking about here in the slideshow. So $20 a year, the most expensive part really is to get started. And that's like, I want to say like $30 just to get started. And after that, after I got all the main stuff that I needed, after that it was I don't know, $10-$20 a year, honestly, at most. In fact, I think it was more around like $12 a year, honestly. So let's get started with this video, and it's going to be a slideshow, so you won't have to see my ugly face. But if you guys want to, just put the phone down and just listen to what I'm talking about. And whenever I talk about the product in specific, it'll show a picture. So, there you go. All right, guys. So check this slideshow out. All right, guys. So here it is. This is a safety razor kit. No matter what style you get, no matter what brand you get, it all depends on what you want to spend to start out with. The safety razor itself can start out anywhere from $10 all the way up to, and they actually go up into the hundreds. The boar hair shave brush itself, those can go up into the hundreds as well. They can start out as a few dollars. And the mug, or that little bowl there at the bottom, those things, I used to use a coffee mug. All right, guys. So again, like I said before, these things start out anywhere between 10 and $12, and then go on up to the hundreds. And the reason I have this specific one right here, the Merkur long handle, is because Merkur is one of those high-end brands that this is one of the cheapest ones that I've found on Amazon, and there's the details for you, the name and everything. And these actually are some great razors, and they start out anywhere between $28 and go up to the hundreds. All right, so I'm going to spend just a little more time on the shave soap itself, specifically because Williams mug is one of my favorite ones. It is an old school thing, and my dad used to shave with it. But this one, for a 3-pack of Williams shave mug pucks, is $6.41. Look around where you live, because at the pharmacy in the next town over, they actually have Williams mug, and you can actually buy it for 25 cents for a puck. So it doesn't have to be great. I mean, I love it. because just for me, but you know, of course, you're gonna want to buy a shave soap that is tailored for you. And what I mean by that is, you know, we all want a different feeling soap for our skin. We want different scents. We want this, that, and the other. And that's fine. But, you know, for me, you know, I'm, of course, a minimalist or, you know, frugal, I guess if you could call it. And this is what I like. This is what I want. But there are great shave soaps out there for tailored for just about anyone. So look around and do your shopping before you buy, because at the end of the day, it's what you want. Now, I almost forgot to mention the shave soap and the razors are the cheapest part of the buy. As you can see here, this is a pack of 100 replacement blades for the safety razor itself. And to be honest with you, I got a variety pack of 100 blades, and it lasted me over a year. So the reality is you're only spending about $5 a year on shave gear. Like I said, you know, or at least I am. Like I said, the shave soap that I got was 25 cents a pack. I got about 6 or 7 packs, and this was about 3 years ago, and I still haven't used them all. And of course, I haven't shaved in a little over a year, and I still haven't gone through all of my safety razors either. So definitely shop around and find, you know, ask the older folks. Go to an old barber shop where there's an old guy still working there and has been there since day one, and he's got all the memorabilia in there. Ask him what the best blade that you think he might recommend, and he will tell you. So yeah, this is probably the cheapest part of it is the blades and the soap, and the most expensive will probably be the safety razor kit itself, the actual device. And again, like I said, I actually used a coffee mug, or actually it was a soup mug from Walmart that I bought for like $1 that I used to lather my soap in. And I actually used a cheap boar hair bristle brush, shave brush, to actually mix the soap with. And I didn't picture that in because, you know, there's some pictures of it in the beginning, and check it out on Amazon. They're really cheap, really inexpensive. So for us preppers, you know, that like to keep a clean shaven, or at least every once in a while get a good shave, then, you know, pick you up a kit. You know, it's probably going to start you off about 50 or 60 bucks. So that's really not a bad price for about a year and a half, 2 years of shaving, and that's with paying nothing else after you set it up. So I hope this video helped you guys a little bit on some ideas on that. So I'm in bed doing a little bit of last minute editing on the video, and didn't like the ending that I had. It was just way too long. So anyways, this is a really good way to start out. And believe it or not, I had one of the closest shaves I've ever had, and I've used like the Mach 30s by Spishak. And you know, they did a good shave, but you know, why spend about 30 bucks on a razor that, you know, well, let me pause that, on a razor that you're going to use for a couple of days and then throw away. And the refills are pretty expensive. So really, you know, honestly, the best thing is to just get you a good safety razor set up and go from there. And you know, it will work out great for you. I promise you that. And plus, it's just a touch of the old days when life was way simpler than it is now. I mean, we got our fancy phones, and we got our fancy laptops, fancy TVs, PlayStations, and Mach 30 razors, and you know, all that kind of stuff. You know, it's nice to have every once in a while. And even my dad said, you know, it's a lot easier just to spray out some foam on your hand, wipe it on your face, and then shave and then rinse. And it really is. But you know, like I said before, it's a lot cheaper to be able to buy, stuff like that. And for the preppers, it's a lot less. It's a lot less space that's going to be used up, because you get those big cans of Barbasol or something, whatever kind of shave creams, shave foams that you use, or creams even. I actually use the creams. I like them better. But still, those are some big cans of spray cans or squirt bottles of shave creams and shave foams that are going to take up a lot more room, when I can buy about 5 pucks of Williams mug for about, I don't know, $1 and some change, and about $1.25, and it will take up the exact same size. These little cats are going all crazy. But anyways, those 5 pucks of Williams Mug shave soap will take up the same amount of room as 1 can of shaving foam, and shaving foam will probably last maybe 2 months. If you don't grow hair as thick and as fast as, for example, I do. So and like this little stuff right here, that's actually about 5 days old. So I need to trim this up a little bit. So yeah, it can get costly, and it can get space consuming. And as a prepper, that's one of the biggest things. And I'm sitting here looking in my little shed. What can I do to save up space? So I'm thinking, okay, false ceilings, and inside the ceilings, just stack as much stuff as I can, or even in the walls, take the insulation out of a couple of studs, but that's just going to lose energy, be not efficient. So I'm trying to think constantly of what kind of things I can do to save space and save money. And a pack of 100 razors blades is going to cost $10, and it is not going to take near as much space as a pack of 100 throwaway plastic razors. So that's really something to consider and to think about. And 3-4 of those 100 packs, 300 or 400 packs of 300 or 400 of those safety razors, they're going to last you quite a long time. I could probably guarantee you they'll probably last you about 3 years, at least 3 years. You don't throw them away. You don't use them once and throw them away. You can use them about 2 or 3 times before you do have to dispose of them. And most of the packs do have a little pocket in the plastic box that they come in. Get down, kitty cat. And you can just kind of stick it back in there, and it's protected by that little plastic, and you can dispose of it another way. So there's a lot of great benefits to shaving like that. And my favorite thing is it's just the nostalgia of it. It's the old school, it's the old way of doing stuff. I wish we could go back to those days, and that's part of why I prep, is because I think that maybe one day, maybe not in our lifetime, but there are times in the winter when we do go back to those old days, when we can't use our phones, when we can't use our computers and TV and anything, because power goes out. Ice storms knock power out all the time. And, that's why I do what I do. That's why I prep, is for those times when I can't, even in the summer or even in the spring when it's not cold, I can't really. Sometimes, especially in fire danger, like right now, if something happens, I'm kind of pretty much out of luck, because, I got a couple of cans of soup, and, I'm not scared of popping them open and just taking a spoon to them. But, if my meat gets ruined, then I'm out of luck. In the wintertime, I could just open the deep freeze and let it stay frozen in the winter because of the air. But some things like that is just you can't go wrong with it. You don't need a lot of stuff. You don't need really a lot of stuff at all in order to get a really good shave like that. So I'm going to end this video. I deleted one ending because I was rambling, and I'm doing it again. So I'm just going to go ahead and stop while I'm ahead. Guys, if you like this video and want to see more, then be sure to hit that like button and the subscribe button, and hit that notification bell, because I really got some good stuff coming this weekend. And I'd really like for you guys to check it out. And I want a response out of that one this weekend, because it's going to be a video tag. So I'm not going to just do 3 tags. You guys can do 3 tags and just keep it going that way. But I want to try to get any of my viewers that are creators to check out that video and give me a response, because I want more ideas on a thing like what I'll be doing. So that's going to do it for this video, guys. Thank y'all so much for watching. I hope I gave you some ideas. And if you guys have any ideas, any suggestions, shoot them back to me. I'd love to see it. I'm always trying to figure out ways of making things a lot cheaper and a lot easier and a lot more compact in my life, especially since I'm going tiny now. All right, guys, that's going to do it. I love every one of y'all. Thank y'all so much for watching this video. Be sure to share too. Don't forget to share. Stay safe and keep prepping.